What we've got here is failure to communicate.
Open the pod bay doors, Hal.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
Okay, the moon landing, which is obviously fake.
No, it's not obviously fake.
No, that's actually not what
Are you
The moon landing is
crazy?
definitely fake, by the way.
The moon
100%
landing's not-
fake. The
what?
shadows are off.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are. I looked at photos on the internet and it
Yeah,
proves it.
Nick,
The
that's...
shadows are off. The shadows are off.
Shadows
The
are
shadows
not-
are off.
The lady who put the BS in BSN. It's Carolyn Sheridan from the Ag Health and Safety Alliance. Time once again to see what we can do to help our family farmers.
Before we get to that, Carolyn, thanks for being on the program. Are you trying to just ruin my life?
Well, only a few months out of the year. Or a few weeks.
No, I
didn't mean to today.
Oh, no, you did. So I went to the Minnesota Ag deal up in Mankato Wednesday. I went up there, big Ag corn seal. It's a big thing.
Yeah.
And one of the schools that you go to and do your little dog and pony show is there. What is it? St. Cloud?
South Central.
South Central Tech. And they were there. And I'm wandering around and I get accosted by whoever's there from them. Oh, Carolyn Sheridan, she's the greatest. Oh, my gosh. You know, we get so much more out of class than you let her say on the radio. And all of a sudden, Al talks too much. You know, you'd get more. Thanks, Carolyn. That was really fun. Thank you.
So they did know about the Al Travis show, whoever accosted you?
Yeah. Hey, listen, we get Carolyn in here and she teaches a ton in a couple hours and then you never let her say anything. Like, I need your little goons to come and get on me and jump down my throat about how I do the show.
You know what? This is so nice to hear this morning. I don't feel sorry for you at all, do I? Yeah. You know what? You don't. You know what the good thing about that was is you're always saying people need to know about us. You need to talk about. See, they do.
Yeah.
See, we get
the anti-Al protesters are out there, and it was kind of fun. That was like a fun little ag thing, and they had a nice booth there, and it could have been better for me, but it was nice. The show was fun.
Yeah, well, I don't even.
Why were you not there? Why did you not have a booth?
I don't know about that show. Really,
they have free lunch and cookies.
Well, they should.
If you have a booth, yeah, you should
if
go
you have
there.
a booth, yeah. Well, you should have let me know when I had time to plan. Like,
I got to run your business now too.
Yeah, somebody needs.
I get invited by our farm guy. Say, hey, Al, you want to go to the show? I'm like, oh
job.
yeah.
Well, sounds like
and I'm trying to
show.
pretend like it'd be a great time, and it was. It actually was quite fun. We wandered around every booth and just had a good time meeting people. So.
Well, good for you, because after all, you're the Al Travis show, and you are for farmers, so you should have been there.
We're big in the farm community.
Yeah, good.
Especially the Lake Crystal farmers. They love us up there.
Oh, I like it. I like Lake Crystal. I stop there every time I head to Minneapolis. Every time. Yeah. They have a great little store. Yes, they have a Dairy Queen, and then there's like a grocery store right there, and you can get gas right there. Yeah,
it's
there.
It's a good gas station there. All right, right there in Lake Crystal. All right. How things going for you? How cold you got it? I was 19 below actual temp.
I think it's like only around 10 below here.
Only 10 below. Only in the Midwest can we say it's only 10 below
only
zero
10
real
below.
temp.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, I think some of those schools are closed. Yes. And my husband and I were talking the other day about, like, back in the day, when we were in school, nobody closed schools for anything. Absolutely not. Even, brutal snowstorms, whatever it might be, the bus drivers just plowed right through it.
I blame that on the parents. Our parents did not want us home at any cost.
No.
They felt they got you to kindergarten or preschool. Their job was done. It's up to society now. They did not want that at home. Now you got these touchy-feely parents that like their kids, and they want them home. So there isn't as much. I
liked my kids.
Not enough to keep them home during snowstorms.
Yeah, I think when was it? There was a couple of weeks ago here that they misread the weather, and there was a big blizzard that came up quickly here. Well, not real quickly. And the kids had to stay at school till like 7 p.m. or something. And so now they're kind of gun shy around here, that they're like, oh, wait, we better, send the kids home, not have the kids come. I can remember a couple of times our kids got, stranded at school, and I thought it was a blast. The teachers I know didn't, and eventually they had to farm them out to all the families that were in town, because the school's like, we can't maintain this.
Yeah.
So I really think only a couple times like that, and it skews.
I still think it's the parents. Parents today like their kids enough to have them home. My parents wanted me at school and not home. That's
Well,
how it worked.
maybe that was you. Maybe there was something.
No, my parents didn't have a run over the whole school district. It's how we raised children back then. It's like, hey, I got to kindergarten. Go.
Oh,
Now
yeah.
you're gone until Saturday. Saturday,
Well,
you're mine.
Yeah, but now, like for today, how can we not talk about the cold weather? Seriously, I was trying to think of it. I was thinking of a topic last night, and it wasn't the cold weather. I'm like, well, I will really seem like a big idiot if I don't at least talk about the cold weather.
You should address the double digit below zero weather, because for the most part, a lot of us, if folks got to go to work. Some still do. I'm sad for those humans, by the way.
Yeah.
You got to go to work, so you got to be ready for it. You can't just jump in your car and take off. The car will make sure you don't do that. There's a lot of stuff just to manage that. But on the farm, not a lot of farm. Well, I mean, maybe if you're a grower and not a raiser, you can probably take the day and say, okay, I'll do some book work. But if you're raising something, it ain't stopping because of the heat or lack of it.
Al and I all we were complaining about was letting the dog out, but if you have to not only let the dog out but go out and take care of the
poor
cattle.
Duke this morning. You open that door, and Duke every day, he doesn't know the temp dropped outside. He's a dog. He's an idiot. So he doesn't know until I open that door up, and it's like, he looked. I'm like, I ain't going out there. I'm like, Duke, you're not doing it in the house. Do it quick. Get your business done. He was outside for a second and a half, and he was back inside. I'm done, Dad. Now he knows it's cold. He doesn't want to be back out. Yeah, how do you handle your dog situation?
Well, we let him out too, but this morning I felt bad enough for the young guy that he got to eat inside. But they're black labs, and you know what? The young one doesn't seem to mind. He's out there racing around and in the snow.
Yeah. And you let him do that for 10 minutes. He's now a frozen dog. You can't leave these animals out.
You really can't. No, you can't. That's right.
How do like cows handle that? If you don't have indoor barns, how do cows handle 5 below? Do they just freeze over and then?
No, actually, cows are meant for cold weather. It's an interesting because we have cows that are grazed, just grazed, especially in the Dakotas and Nebraska. And they hunker down, and there's ways they can tell if they're doing okay. It has to do with the steam coming off their back or not, things like that. So they just get in a circle. Many times we pile bales. Those big round bales should have your logo on them.
Yes, they should. One of our $1 million ideas.
It's the wind. Yeah, right. So wind breaks and things like that. And they do very well. It's when you get the blizzard too.
Say very well. Are you getting the cow's opinion on that? They survive it. I mean.
Yeah. Mostly, but they certainly have been times when we've lost a lot of cattle, particularly in when you get out in the Dakotas, and that
so
would be blizzards. They can't.
Is that what the farmers learn then? That if you're going to go out there, huddle up in circles and stand behind the owl bales? Is that what we teach our farmers, or how?
Yeah, we just walk really fast. No, get to where you need to go. Don't have a slip, trip, and fall. I think that if you're a livestock producer, you have learned over the years, how to dress when it gets like this. The layers.
It's Carhartt, right? Carhartt is the answer. Is there anything better than Carhartt? There's nothing better than the Carhartt. I'm telling you, they should sponsor this program. I love my Carhartts.
I don't think Carhartt has mittens, though. Well, perhaps they do. You need.
They've got gloves. I don't know, mittens. I'm sorry. This is between you and it's not a scientific study. Farmers don't wear mittens. Okay, you can throw the mitten thing out. They're not wearing mittens. They just don't. It's not manly enough to wear a mitten, and you can't do anything with mittens on.
Well, besides that, I was gonna say you can't. Not much dexterity there.
Yep.
Trying to wear
you said mittens. I didn't. I don't know farmer that wears a mitten.
I probably meant to say mittens and gloves, both. But there's all.
But you're a nurse. You probably looked this up. How long? Because the thing that gets me, for the most part, you get an age and you think you can just make it happen. You might know you want to throw your gloves on, not your mittens, because you're a man. You throw your boots on, your jacket, your Carhartt stuff, and you're going to run out. And maybe you throw your old John Deere cap on. Maybe you even got a stocking cap. But how long does it take for any exposed skin at 10 below zero to freeze? It isn't that long.
No, it's really not. There's the hypothermia. That's the whole body. But we also, have talked in the past too about frostbite, and you and I would have to look it up real quick, but it's not very long. Based on the temperature, as it quickly drops. But so the whole frostbite and the whole trench feet thing that we talked about in the past, those things too.
That was fun. Trench feet. Yeah. I remember that one.
Right. So you need to just make sure that you're keeping all parts of your body covered to the best possible. I've never been a scarf girl. You know, you put the scarf way and all you can, and people wear goggles too to keep their eyes, from getting too cold or freezing, as you might say. But the scarf, if you're claustrophobic, just, you have to.
It
walk
says
fast.
frostbite 30 at 20 below zero where we're at today, and even calm. If it's not calm, let's say a little breeze. 45 below, you were talking less than 10 minutes to freeze skin.
Yeah.
And once it's frozen, it don't come back, folks.
Yeah, and I think, Al, didn't you have an episode? Weren't you having?
As a kid, I blame my parents. There was some movie. We went to the movies, wanted to go to the movies. I didn't have a hat on, and it was cold. And I must have gotten frostbite on my right ear, the top of my earlobe, because if I go outside now and it's chilly, like now, even if I don't have something over that, it instantly hurts. It's memory of your skin. It's like, nah, I ain't doing that again, Al. Here, pain. And it was because we went to a movie as a kid.
Your parents put you out in negative 45 so you could go to
Well, it's back to my folks would rather me be out and at school or at the movies than at home. So that's really how that worked.
Well, so you bring up a good point too. Know the warning signs before you end up with the frostbite, and before you end up with hypothermia.
Let's do this. Let's talk the warning signs right after this break.
Okay, we'll be right back. We'll be still talking about cold, freezing weather.
You need a friend at the Capitol who knows how to get things done.
And you're in luck because that's exactly who we are, your friends at the Capitol, and we deliver results.
At Momentum Advocacy, we bring decades of experience in lobbying, public affairs, and crisis communications.
From local nonprofits to national corporations, we help you move policy, manage your media, and make your voice heard.
We're not just seasoned pros, we're essential partners.
Momentum Advocacy, your friends at the Capitol. Learn more at momentum-advocacy.com.
Tired of one-sided media and divisive noise drowning out your conservative values? Take back the conversation with Braver Angels. Join a grassroots movement to restore civility and find common ground without compromising your principles. As a conservative, your voice matters. Share your perspective on issues like immigration and public health in Red Blue workshops and help rebuild trust in our great nation. Be a leader in depolarizing America. Sign up for free at mn.braverangels.org. Braver Angels, where conservatives, liberals, and independents unite for a stronger republic.
The Al Travis Show, the last place you can go and hear all sides. Respectful, thoughtful, and grateful.
I'll give you all sides. It's Carolyn Sheridan's Ag Health and Safety Alliance. Before you go any further, Carolyn, so I brought up that chart, and you chart people.
Yes.
You drive me nuts.
You're calling me.
Well, you put a lot of charts. You put charts behind you. You put charts in your program. Chart people are nutty people. Here.
Infographs too.
Here's this
Infographs
one.
have like little pictures. Yeah.
If you go deeper into this fine chart, 32 to 16 above is a very low risk of frostbite. Makes sense. 14 to 17 below, a moderate risk. 18 below to 38 below is a high risk. Then it doesn't stop. 40 to 52 below is a very high risk. And get this, 67 below and colder is... What are you, in a flipping James Bond movie and he's got the ice gun on you? Are you flipping at the North Pole? Why are you... You've got 5 extra lines on this thing that no human is going to experience.
Right. So is that the real feel or is that like actual temperature?
Actual temperature.
Oh, okay. Well,
because it then says, note that frostbite occurs even quicker with wind. Are you...
Oh, yeah.
This is the...
I can say I have been, I know it's cold here, but a couple of programs that I've done in Canada, it was 45 below. And that was Celsius. So, but 40, it evens out at minus 40. And that is very cold. That is very cold.
Well, it is. But yeah, let's give you 2 more categories in case you get to 65 or lower below
but
zero.
They don't stay in there. That's normal minus 40. So we were out and about. Yeah, we were.
That's nature weeding out. That's why there's so few Canadians. It's nature weeding out the weak.
Right. I don't know, but there's high risk areas too. You had one. The high risk areas are the fingers, toes, nose, ears, cheeks, chin.
Yeah. And if it's 67 below or lower and you're outside, you better know what you're doing. I mean, that's just...
You do. You better be deciding exactly what
you were going to give me some things to look out for, frostbite tips.
So, okay, to look at the hard, waxy looking skin, if your skin appears kind of, if you're looking at, cold, tingling, burning sensation. I don't know if you remember if you had that or if it just...
Oh, yeah. I don't remember if it was waxy. It was really hard to see from my angle, my top of my ear, but it did start to hurt. I mean, and it was like,
numbness,
it was weird. It was like, it starts out numb, but then it gets like a burning pain. It was really weird. It was like that really, it's like someone lit a match on your ear, and then it didn't go away. I mean, it hurt for days, and now cold is my enemy.
Now cold. So I think you start with the cold, tingling or burning sensation. If you start to feel that on your face, your nose, your fingers, I think that, I don't know how anybody keeps their hands warm. I just can't. I don't know. I think I could get frostbite even if I had gloves on. And then if the skin turns red, pale, white, and then you move on to, loss of feeling in those areas. And it's a medical emergency if you have severe, frostbite. But here we are, like we're saying, don't go anywhere, particularly if you're out on the farm, you're getting your work done and you're in a blizzard, like a medical emergency, maybe you can't get there. I'm not sure what that...
Well, and I'm sure the first step, because I can make charts, the first step in once you see these things is to go to a warmer place. Okay, put number 1 down,
Go. Well, and then there are, some of the prevention things you can do. If you start to have those, go someplace where it's warm, just like Al said, and take warm-up breaks. Good job, Al.
You don't rub it, by the way. As I understand it, you're not supposed, like the tip of my ear, do not rub the heck out. You're just killing dead cells. You're just blowing them out of your ear. That's what I understand. Right. I might be wrong.
And then if you do decide that your kids are going to go out with you for some reason, somebody I'm not sure. Al's always kind of got, anybody that's listened to us long enough, I think, am I the only bit that you send the child you don't like out bit?
I don't say like. Who's the least productive on the farm? It's farm management. It isn't who you like, more or less. Yeah. If little Billy Bob can't carry his weight, little Billy Bob's going to test stuff out.
Well, also, I think kids get busy playing and stuff, and they could get in trouble, way before they come and say it's too cold. Yeah. Right. Or and we also have an elderly population in farming, and they get cold sooner. They absolutely do. So, make sure that we're keeping track.
And are you not going to at least say you wear the right clothing? You're going to not even throw that tip out? I could throw that tip out. Wear the right clothes. Get some shoes.
I'm leaving the good tips for you. Yeah, wear the right clothes, dress in layers, and like we were saying earlier, keep as much of your face covered up as possible, and think about the areas your nose, your ears, and if at all possible, just stay indoors. That's what that's what schools are doing today. But like we have talked about, we got to get out there and feed our animals, but don't stay out there as long
and do it in shifts, because it's going to take you longer to do stuff back in the service. It's going to take you longer to do stuff in the cold. So split it up. So toes start tingling a little. Get in, warm up, take a break, go back out. Fair enough.
Drink something warm. Make sure you eat high calorie foods, because your body's burning a lot more calories just to stay warm.
Yep.
And look out for each other. And
those are good points. And you, even though you may not feel it, you need to drink even more water in cold than you do when it's warm outside.
Absolutely. So today we're talking general population too, not just farmers, but we're feeling bad for the guys that got to get out there and take care of their livestock and cattle and hogs,
but please do it, because I like my meat. I like the chicken. I like the pigs. I like the cows. Make sure you get out there, but be safe about it. Do that for the rest of us.
Yeah, Al wants you to raise those livestock for him, but please safe. Good job. Good job, Al.
Appreciate you, Carolyn. Got to go. We're out of time. Carolyn Sheridan's Ag Health and Safety Alliance. Check them out, aghealthandsafety.com.